lunchtime one and now a morning one, and then I know that we'll capture a lot of different folks at nighttime. So stay tuned for that, and I'm sure if you want, you can join in as well on that one. So anyway.
I wouldn't dare go against Senator Stanislaw.
Yeah. Well, this one is, there's no set presentation. We're halfway through the session. Senator Rader and I are both freshmen legislators, and sometimes that's I don't know about on your side, but on my side, sometimes that's a little bit of a challenge in that we are new, and the leadership oftentimes, talks about things, and then before we caucus and before we go to the floor. So it's been quite a learning experience. I know this right now, the budget issues are first and foremost. Personally, I wish that we had a budget-only session where we did nothing but roll up our sleeves. We have a systemic problem in the state the way we do this, and I think that all parties and both sides of the chambers really need to just get together and focus on the systemic change that we're going to do with our budgeting. It's kind of like an onion. I go to these budget hearings. I spent 2.5 hours yesterday in the education budget meeting, and it's like an onion, big old fat onion. And it's like, oh, okay, I get it, and we peel it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all those other layers. And it's layer upon layer upon layer. I brought some stuff that I received yesterday. As you all know, my big thing, transparency and accountability, trying to be open, learning with you all, and I will share whatever information that I've been given. I get a lot of emails from you all. I am a public school fan, so you don't have to tell me that I need to support public schools. But the dialogue needs to be is, how are we going to fund it? It's not that I don't support it, but how are we going to fund it? And those are the discussions we need to have. So when you email me or come on Facebook, let's start that dialogue. How are we doing this? We're not in the basement cranking out money. I don't have a money-making machine. And so there's got to be some tough decisions. The voters voted. We decided we didn't want a sales tax increase to fund it. So what's, plan B, C, and X, Y, Z, right? So there's going to have to be some coming together on tough issues. Not everybody's going to be happy. I'm going to end with this and let Dave say some remarks, and we'll just open up the floor. My biggest challenge has not been Republican versus Democrat. Let me tell you, it's rural versus urban. Very, very difficult. Those are where the battles are really happening. We spent over an hour debating bear tags.
Debating
Yeah, that was bear tags, right? I'm like, okay, I don't have any bears, so I'm looking around at my colleagues going, you have bears in your area? He goes, yeah. And I go, what do you want on this? Because it doesn't affect us here in Tulsa. And so some of the times, some of the deals on the floor are like, okay, I'm going to support your bear tags. Would you please support our bill that we've barely got off the floor, which all it does is allow the citizens to vote on an ad valorem tax for public safety. Okay, the rural districts didn't want that. We're not saying we're going to increase the ad valorem tax. We're taking it to you all here in Tulsa, if it gets out of the Senate, to say, do you want to increase up to 5 mils to fund public safety? Okay? Boy, that was a big debate. But that's where I go, and I've negotiated with you on your bear tag, going, fine, I'll support your bear tag. But meanwhile, then when it comes time for an urban area like Tulsa and Oklahoma City who want to put it to the vote of the people, come on, vote with me on that. And those are some of the deals that happen. So more than R&D, it's been rural versus urban on the House side.